How to read a drum map, an introduction. The objectives for this lesson are to introduce what a drum map looks like, to identify where the beats are in a drum map, to identify how your limbs work in a drum map. So here we go. This is a drum map. If you look at it, in the top column that's white, that's where we'd put the name of the beat or the song title. And then you look along the edges, we have this horizontal axis that's labeled with the beats, 1 eanda, 2 eanda, 3 eanda, 4 eanda. And then we have this vertical axis, which is labeled with the drums that you would hit. So hi-hat, snare, hi-hat, foot, and kick. So let's look a little deeper here. In the yellow row, that's the hi-hat symbol, and that's with your right hand. In the orange row, that's your snare drum, and that's with your left hand. The blue row is your hi-hat foot pedal, and that's your left foot. And then the green row is the kick or bass drum, and that's your right foot. Let's look at it from another perspective. This first column here, that's beat 1. Whether you're thinking 1 eanda or 1 and, that's anything that goes in that column is for beat 1. The next column is obviously beat 2 if you kind of look at how it's laid out. Then obviously beat 3 and beat 4. Now let's look at what a drum map for our first drum beat, 4 on the floor, would look like. If you look at it, we have an X lined up with a 1 in the hi-hat row and the kick row. That means you would hit the hi-hat and the kick together when you say 1. There's nothing where lined up with E, but on the and of 1, we have the hi-hat. So you would only hit the hi-hat when you say 1. So you'd have 1 and you would hit the drums accordingly. Then on 2, we would hit 3 drums. We would hit the hi-hat, we would hit the snare, and we would hit the kick drum with our foot. On the and of 2, you would only have the hi-hat. On 3, you would have the hi-hat and the kick. And of 3, only the hi-hat. Then when you say 4, you would hit 3 again. You would hit the hi-hat, the snare, and the kick. Then the and of 4 is just the hi-hat. And that's how a drum map works. Thanks for watching.